my bunny, like, chewing in this?
No.
Okay. I'm like,
It was a dog.
no, it's my bunny. He's, like,
What?
chewing on cardboard. We went to high school together. We were in a music theory class together. I think that was the first class that we met in.
Met in music theory.
We did a Hey Arnold musical that we wrote.
So we didn't write it ourselves, but we
the whole class wrote
contributed
it,
to it and performed in it. And that was the beginning of a beautiful friendship. And then Rachel went to Drexel, and I followed her, and now we're friends. We lived together 2 years ago in an apartment in like central South Philadelphia, and we had a room with a drum kit in it, and one day we kind of just decided to jam, and Slutever was born.
Yeah.
We both had our own songs that we had written, and we worked together on those, and we had a lot of fun, so we decided to start a band.
Yeah, and then we didn't put out a CD until we both lived on the West Coast. Like, she lived in Seattle and I lived in California. So we, like, emailed stuff back and forth, and it was, like, weird that that's when we actually put out the CD. Our friend made it her Facebook status, and we were like, yo, that should be the name of our band.
We practice in our basement.
Our crusty-ass basement.
Our crusty basement. Yeah, we just kind of set up a practice space there. We record demos in our basement also, but we recently recorded new material at Fancy Time Studio in Kensington with Kyle Slick Johnson. He's a great dude. He's worked with so many cool people, and he produced a song for us, and working with him was
awesome.
Really a great experience. So we are hoping to record more with him in the future.
Yeah.
Others have classified our music as being brat punk. We've heard shit-fi. I think that mostly applies to the CD we recorded in a bathroom. I think everything else has evolved past that, I hope. We're just punk, man.
Just punk.
Yeah, we just, like, make the kind of music one guitar and one drum set can make, I think. We spend a lot of time together.
Yeah, we pretty much fight nonstop, so we're actually never, like, fighting, just because we have, like, this ongoing beef happening. But, yeah, creatively, never really, though.
Yeah, I mean, we argue as much as any two people who live together would argue, I think. We do manage ourselves, hardly, but we do, which basically just means we have
so many emails.
A lot of stupid emails, no offense, people, that we don't want to reply to, but eventually we do, and it's kind of really stressful, but you know, the less people you can involve, the more control you have, and that's something that we really value at this point. Okay. We released the first album, as Rachel said, ourselves. We recorded it ourselves, mixed it ourselves, and just kind of like put it up on the internet, and that was that. For our second release, Pretend to Be Nice, we recorded a 7-inch and released that on Bantic Media through Drexel's digital label class. And we kind of have a couple releases in the works where we are talking to labels about putting them out, but I don't think at this point we're looking to sign any contracts or work with anyone. I think any labels we do work with at this point are just kind of people that we like and respect.
Yeah, just like our friends.
Want to work with.
We went on tour this summer for 7 weeks, which was crazy because it was just the two of us, and it was the first time either one of us had done a tour like that, and we just mostly played in, like, house shows and, like, weird bars, so it was, like, a weird mix.
I would say being in a band is a really weird situation because, like, on one hand, if you're gonna choose to be in a band and live that lifestyle, you do need to make money, and it is always kind of a weird moral struggle at some instances where you're like, we could play this show and it might not be that fun, but we need the money to do this. And, like, you know, so sometimes a DIY show is not an option. Not that it's not an option, but sometimes it's the less sensible option financially. And so I think it's sort of a weird situation to be in, but we're lucky to have the opportunity to play both kinds of shows, I think.
It sucks because we just want that money to be able to play more shows, like, out of state, like, for gas and for, like, making new merch. We just put the money back into, like, future stuff. It's not like we want the money to, like, you know, spend. Mm-hmm. But, so it's like you do want to say yes to shows that are going to suck because you're like, well, we could use that money to record a new song. But we usually say no.
Yeah. I kick this boom mic.
I don't really have anything